What's up, guys? I know it's been a long time since my last video, probably almost 2.5 months. At least it's been 2.5 months or so since I maxed, and I know a lot of you are probably curious as to what I've been up to since then. So let's jump into some of my progress. I have been doing a decent amount of dungeoneering outside of just my daily dungeons. I have been doing a decent amount more past that. I did finally get my Hex Hunter bow, which I'm actually very excited about. I do really like the way the Hex Hunter bow looks. I do really like the keepsake. And the main reason I like the keepsake isn't because I think the bow looks amazing. There's definitely cooler bows out there, but the main reason I do keepsake it is because I feel like it's almost kind of prestigious in that it's a rare drop, and you need to get it through dungeoneering, so it kind of demonstrates, oh look, cool, got a rare drop, and also, oh, this guy likes dungeoneering, cool, that's awesome. So that's why I keepsake that. I do actually really like it as a keepsake for those reasons. To put it into perspective, I did get around 3 or 4 blood necklaces in the time it took me to get this bow, so kind of a pain in the ass, but what are you going to do? After that, I did keep doing a bunch more dungeoneering. I got to 110, which is, I mean, not a bad spot, but definitely not where I need to be. And the main reason I had gotten so far was because I'd been selling my other friend floors. He had been making a push for max, and he really doesn't like dungeoneering, and he was happy to pay me for those floors because he does a lot of nex, etc. So he had the money, could definitely afford it, and was happy to pay for it. So I did a bunch of dungeoneering. It was actually really convenient in the fact that it motivated me to do a bunch of dungeoneering that I probably wouldn't have had the motivation to do otherwise if I wasn't getting paid for my time. So all in all, it actually worked out really well. I did finally get him up to 99. He paid me 200 mil. That was the price we agreed on. I guess it could be argued that it's a little steep, but at the same time, for all of his rushes, we had done C6 smalls and everything, which are kind of a pain in the ass, but you get more from those than you do for C1 smalls, and if you factor in the cost of rushes through like a friend's jet or something, it would probably be around this toward the end. So anyway, it worked out very well. I was down to engineer pretty much anytime he wanted to, and he was down to whenever I wanted to, so for the most part, everything went out very smoothly, and I'm very happy I got that done. Outside of that, I did actually work on a bunch of invention. I did a lot of fishing. That wasn't how I finished invention, though. As you can see, I was doing some hellhounds. Main reason for that is that I wanted to get all of my gear up to level 10 or 12. 10 if I had intended on disassembling it, and 12 if I wanted to siphon it. Main reason for that is just that I didn't want to have any of my gear augmented post 120 because none of it had worthwhile perks that I would have wanted to keep for any sort of PVM or anything. Really, the only reason it was augmented was for invention XP. And post 120, yeah, it would have been nice to make progress toward 200 mil, but that's really not a priority at all for me right now. And I much more value saving money on divine charges than anything as far as invention goes. So I did finally unaugment all of my stuff. I wound up reverting my attuned halberd to a seed and got that to an attuned bow, so I don't need to keep augmenting or using royal crossbows. I did buy a dragon rider lance to replace the halberd. I'm very, very happy with it, like it a lot. And I did finish 120 invention. I'm very, very happy that I finally have this done. I will still be training invention a little bit just because I do intend on going toward 120 fishing. I'm not going to be using rod-o-matics, though. I will be using an augmented crystal rod. Main reason for that is because I really like the honed and furnace perk that I have on it, and I figured the extra fishing XP per hour I'll get from that will definitely justify any cost in a very, very minimal cost in divine charge, and a cost for siphons now and then, which I guess is kind of nice to get me a little bit past 120 so I don't look like a complete noob, I guess. But finishing this up was very, very cool. Happy to get it done. I did keepsake the cape. I don't like the cape that much. It is nice, but for the most part, I really just keepsaked it because it is a 120. I do intend on keepsaking all of my 120 capes, and I think as far as cape design goes, 120s do look better than max. So even though the color scheme isn't the best, I'm very, very happy to have the particles. So all things considered, that is pretty much where I'm at right now. I mean, I left out some other virtual level progress and things along those lines, but pre-120, those really don't matter. So I'm going to leave those out until I actually do get the 120s, and I'll let you know about that. My next video will probably be related to bonus XP weekend, which is coming up. I'll let you guys know what I did for that and how well that went, all of my progress. I don't know when that'll be up, but obviously sometime after bonus XP weekend. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you have enjoyed this video. Have a beautiful day. Stay happy, and let's keep looking forward to more progress.